Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I love playing with all things paper, and today I'm going to be making a 5x7 sized card using the large die of the month from Spellbinders for January 2022. This die set creates a pocket with an insert that you can use on your cards, your scrapbook pages, and more. Here's the set. You can see it has 10 pieces in it, and it's called Pocket Full of Love. I love that I get a new die set every month from Spellbinders, but they also have other sets, other kits. This is the hot foiling set, Love Enclosed. There's also a clear stamp of the month with an optional die set, and brand new to the kit of the month is the embossing folder of the month. This is the Spreading Love folder. You can see how huge it is. I'm going to use that today. But first, let's take a close-up look at the actual large die of the month. Here you can see that pocket all die cut out. It's about 4 inches by 3 3/4 of an inch. That's when the flaps are folded back. This detailed piece you die cut and layer on top of the pocket for a very beautiful decorative element. These two dies create a layered piece that becomes the insert that goes in and out of the pocket itself. It fits inside there perfectly. It has the great detailing on it. I love that. There's also dies that you can die cut out to layer up that main focal flower on the front of this intricate die, so you can add it on in different colors and really bring that to life and have a beautiful focal image right there on the front of the pocket. I'm telling you, Spellbinders thinks of everything. There are little die cut lines into the leaves for the center of the petal or the leaf. It's so cool. Okay, the remaining dies are for the heart. So you can die cut the open heart by itself or die cut the two together to create this decorative layer, and you layer that on top of the solid heart. It's so cool. And then this little die cuts all 4 of the detailed flowers to layer on top of this heart detailed layer. So cool. All right, let's put this all together and make a card. First, I am going to fold on the scored lines of my pocket. I'm folding the lines towards me first and then folding them back. I just find this easier with some cardstocks, and sometimes the dies don't press the line into the paper too much, which is good because you don't want the paper to crack. So folding it towards me helps sometimes, and then folding it back. I've used a precision tip glue, my favorite Barely Art glue, to glue down this detailed layer because I do have to scoot it around a little bit to get it exactly where I want. There's a tiny bit of a border that will show beyond the outside of that layered piece when you glue it to the pocket. Now, the rest of the pieces to decorate the flower go on pretty easily. You're going to do that rounded, kind of jagged piece first. Then there's one that looks like a rainbow with a notch at the top that I'm adding on in white. And then the spider looking piece will go on that, lining up those notches. There's the bottom of the flower, a stem, and then 2 leaves. Now, you could just have a ton of fun using different colors of cardstock to create this flower, and you see how it really brings it a lot more detail and a lot more interest and really draws your eye in. But again, you can use this cover of the pocket without it too. All right, so now I'm gluing those 2 pieces together to create the insert. I love that I can have a border of color around the white piece, and that'll give me a place to write if I want to write on it. And now I'm adding the flowers to the petals on the heart. And this cardstock that I'm using, it kind of appears to be brown. It's somewhat of a metallic copper cardstock. Oh my gosh, I am loving it with this dark pink paper. Such a pretty color combination for Valentine's or Galentine's, whichever. All right, I'm showing you the pocket now on an A2 size card front. It's really 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then showing you it on a card front that will fit an A7 size card, which is 5 by 7. Next, I am going to emboss it. I decided to go with the 5 by 7 size card, so I'd have a lot of extra room. And also, this embossing folder embosses any size of paper. You can have it vertical, horizontal, do a slim line. It's so fabulous. I'm very excited about this new embossing folder of the month, and look at those wonderful hearts on there. I love that Spellbinders will coordinate their different kits of the month, so if you like to get them together, you can mix and match and play with all the things. Okay, so now I put some double-sided adhesive on the flaps of that pocket, stuck it down to my background. I put the little insert into my pocket so I can now figure out where to stick on my heart, and I used some double-sided adhesive to do that as well. And I knew that I might have to maybe move it around once I got it back into the pocket, so I'm also going to add a little layer of liquid glue so I've got that ability to scoot it around. So I just gently put the heart down, not pressing it down too much, and then I could see what adjusting I needed to do. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to sandwich a second die cut solid heart from that same pink cardstock on the back to help hold the heart in place and give me a uniform look on the back. I am loving this pocket. Really, you could do so many other things besides what I'm making today. I think it's just adorable. Now, there are little vines with like berries at the end, and I'm pulling out some gold flat back rhinestones that have adhesive on the back from Spellbinders and sticking one to each of those little berries. And it is really a coordinating kind of goldish copper color. So it was perfect for this card. I love it. Okay, I am going to use the hot foil set of the month and some copper hot foil. Now, the hot foil set of the month comes with a roll of foil every month, but this month it is red, and so it doesn't quite coordinate with my card today. So I pulled out my copper foil and I cut a little strip of the foil with my quick trimmer, and then I am taping my hot foil plate that says Happy Valentine's Day to a strip of my pink, and then I can lift that up like a hinge and close it back down on the hot foil. I just want to make sure everything's taped in place. And maybe you're yelling at your screen right now saying, Carrie, why don't you just cut it from a bigger piece or hot foil it on a bigger piece and die cut it after? That's totally an option. It's a good one too. I would maybe do that in hindsight. Such a thin little sentiment. Okay, so you put that on the hot foil plate, face down, put your shims on top. When the timer goes off, which is about a minute, you run it through your die cut machine. The pressure and the heat together will impress that hot foil plate into your cardstock with whatever foiling you used. So it's pretty magical. I love it. And that's what it looks like. Now I had a little bit of over foiling where the plate actually moved and it foiled like a little shadow. So I just use a sanding eraser to remove that, and I am good to go. I'm going to glue this at the top of the card so that it is centered and, you know, hopefully straight. Sometimes I have to deal with straight-ish. I used to be so much better at making things straight. Here is my 5x7 card base. So it is a 10-inch piece of paper by 7 inches scored at 5 inches. Makes a nice big card. It's a really fun size to play with, and it works great with this pocket. So I'm going to glue that down on to my card so that now I have a pink border all the way around that white. I love a border on my cards. It really draws your eye into the center. I think this is a gorgeous card, and a gift card fits on the insert. So you could tack down a gift card with some glue dots and have a fun little gift to go with your Valentine's card. I think it's fabulous. So there is the Pocket Full of Love die set from Spellbinders. They have plenty of other sets of the month you can subscribe to. You get them in the mail every month. I find it so much fun to get a little surprise every month in the mail. And I will be showing you some of the other kits of this month in detailed videos coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And you can check out all the kits of the month in the description box below. If you want to see more pictures of this card, head over to my blog, carriestamps.com. I'll see you all on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!